Well, it's been a violent 24 hours here in the Scenic City.
One shooting rocking a popular restaurant, another in a business district, both in daylight hours.
Yeah.
News 12's Nick Hill is outside of Champy's restaurant on MLK Boulevard, where this rash of shootings began. Nick, what can you tell us tonight?
You can see how the popular chicken restaurant behind me is relatively back to normal, at least visually here on this Friday evening. However, almost 24 hours ago, it was a completely different scene as shots rang out here around 6:30 yesterday evening. That scene was repeated again at 10 a.m. this morning near Eastgate Mall. These incidents have some wondering, what is next for Chattanooga and how do we deal with two separate shootings in public areas in the last 24 hours?
Both of these shootings, although they are in a public location, as I mentioned earlier, this shooting appears to be targeted towards the victim, and also the shooting that was on yesterday, last night, that shooting as well appears to be targeted.
Chattanooga police say the targets in these shootings were 3 total victims, 2 men at Champy's Thursday and one 27-year-old man at Eastgate Mall on Friday. The Eastgate incident, police say, occurred when the victim was walking through a parking lot when he was approached by an unknown number of suspects and shot. If you take a look behind me, you can see the extent of the investigation by the Chattanooga Police Department. You can see a Chattanooga Police Department crime scene unit vehicle along with other officers and investigators canvassing this parking lot on an Eastgate loop, trying to piece together this incident. As the investigations into these incidents continue, CPD is asking the public to be more aware in public spaces.
If you are at a location, you see large crowds after hours, you see something that looks suspicious, you see people with guns, you see maybe alcohol and guns are involved, call the police department and allow us to respond.
Additionally, we spoke with Brad Franks of the McNabb Center, a mental health treatment facility in Chattanooga. He says with these violent incidents, there is increasing trauma being caused to the community and more patients coming to them reporting having to deal with their aftermath.
It might be hypervigilance, they've just witnessed a traumatic event, and that's going to lead to feeling unsafe, and that's a natural feeling.
Frank emphasizes that these feelings can extend to those who haven't experienced these incidents firsthand. He says that it is important for anyone who does experience safety-related anxieties to have some tools to be able to cope.
Grounding techniques, focus on sight, smell, scent, focus on your surroundings, focus on deep breathing and being present.
Franks encourages anyone that might have trauma from either one of these incidents or previous incidents to seek out professional counseling. Additionally, there have been no arrests in any of these incidents. We do want to report that man who was shot this morning is still fighting for his life in the hospital as of last report from CPD. And if you know anything about either incident that could help lead to some arrest, please contact Chattanooga Police. Reporting live from downtown Chattanooga, Nick Hill, News 12.